Oh, recording. Oh. Hi.
What's up, guys?
I like this lighting.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's about to rain, which is strange because the video looks really clear. I like how it looks.
From here, anyway.
But Merry Christmas. Woo! I know we did a video with Becky wearing these glasses one time.
We just didn't say anything about it.
And no one commented about it either, which is so fucking strange. And I feel so weird wearing this thing with the thing in the middle.
Looks good. Look festive.
Anyway, so we wanted to talk about goal setting. That's one of the videos I've been meaning to do. Like setting, I cannot do this.
I'll do it.
I can't take myself seriously wearing those glasses.
Continue.
So we wanted to talk about goal setting and eBay drop shipping. I think, like, I've been doing videos for a while, and I don't usually bring up these type of topics because I don't like fluffy. Take that shit. I can't. Maybe it's just a mood, but I can't take you seriously. That shit.
Okay.
I don't like fluffy motivational type things,
yeah.
right? But in looking back at how I built like my drop shipping business,
Yeah.
I think it is valuable.
Yeah.
So, and especially with what you're going through now with the growth and fear and all that shit.
Yeah.
So I'll kind of talk about like what my initial goals were, and then you could talk about what your goals are, and then we could try to figure out. So,
Okay.
when I first started dropship, I said this before, I just made $3 and I figured, how do I multiply this $3? How do I efficiently make this happen like 5, 10, 15, 20 times a day, right? And so when I first started dropship, I sold an item. And then I was like, my first goal was to sell an item daily, right? Sell one item every day. And then I got to that goal. And then my next goal was like, let me try to sell 5 items every day. And then I got to that goal. And then I wanted to sell, so it was a concrete number, but it wasn't anything, it wasn't like monetary at that point. I just had a goal that was close enough to where I was that I could meet it. Yeah. And then, because I had no clue if I could get to selling 20 items a day, or I've sold almost 200 items a day. Yeah. The dude who I spoke to last week who sold almost $1 million this past year, he sold over 200, Tyler. Yeah. He sold over 200 a day multiple times. Yeah. I don't, because he targets a lot cheaper. His average price a lot lower and mine's a lot higher. Yeah. But anyway, so I got to 5 items a day. Then my goal was 10 items a day. Then my goal was 20 items a day. And then I had to kind of sit back and like, fuck. Yeah. Because and I did it like that because like I've read a lot of like self-help books in the past. And one of the things they always talk about is like setting goals that you could reach. And I see a lot of people coming into this thing and saying they want to make $10,000 before they made like $1. So what is we'll talk about how to set goals after, but what
is my goal?
First of all, when you started dropship, did you have a goal?
I just wanted to see if it worked when I first started. I just thought, because the person who introduced me to it wasn't doing very well with it. He was just dabbling in it as well. But for some reason I thought I could do better.
That's it. The first who introduced it to me also, he had like, I remember clearly, he had over 1,000 listings and he was selling one item every like week and it wasn't profitable.
So kind of similar, like I think, so the guy, he had about 1,000 items, he had a VA, and the month that I met him, he said at the end of the month it had been his most profitable month and he made about $500 and he'd been doing it for 8 months. So with that, it's not like I met someone who was like, I make 100,000 a year, you should try it. I didn't go into it thinking this is get rich quick, because the person who introduced me to it didn't make that much money. Right. But for some reason I just thought I could probably do it better.
Okay, and then when you started, what happened?
My first month I did more than he did on his 8th month. And I was like, I knew I could do it better. And then I was kind of just like, and I think my goals at first maybe, I don't know. Because I was traveling at the time and I hadn't been working for 6 months. I've been traveling for 6 months. So I was like, if I can find something that I can just continue traveling with, that'll be fine. And $500 a month at that point would have been fine. But then I got back home and realized I couldn't work for anyone else anymore. And I was like, I have to make this like
Make it work.
Yeah.
Okay, so once you start to sell, have you made any goals up to, how long you been doing this?
7-8 months.
Right. Have you made any goals up to this point?
Yeah.
And what were they?
So my first goals were like, okay, I think my first month actually I did have a goal. I wanted to sell £1,000 worth of stuff and make £100 profit. And I can't remember how much I sold, but I made like £400 profit.
Right.
And then every month basically I've just wanted to beat last month.
Okay.
That's been my goal, to beat last month. And sometimes I haven't beat last month, especially at the beginning, but now it's growing every month. What else? Like ultimately my goal is like 5,000 a month in profit.
Right. And do you think you would get there?
No.
But how? Yeah, because you're like halfway there. Because this motherfucker made, how much money you made yesterday?
£160,
like $250.
$215.
15.
Yeah.
So let me keep it to the goal setting thing, right? So like I think first of all, don't set any goals for your dropshipping business if you haven't dropshipped
If you haven't
yet.
started, yeah. It's better to set your goal to beat what you just did.
And base it on your experience. Because and I have a lot of people who come into dropshipping and they would make like $500 and they're like, I want to make $10,000. Like me personally, I like to set a goal so I can make it and I feel excited and then keep going. And like I had no clue when I figured out I want to sell 5 items in a day, I didn't know if to believe or if to not believe if I could sell 20 items in a day. It wasn't even like, that wasn't in my sight. So when I see people who either haven't dropshipped at all, who just started, who set their goals at like $10,000 a month, 99% of those people end up giving up and going doing something else.
If it's set at 10,000 and the first month you make even 400 like I did, you're gonna think, oh, it's never gonna happen.
Right, it's too far.
So I was just like, I want to make some money. Because to me it was like, even if I go home and get a job at that point and just have this on the side, to make an extra £300 a month would have been cool. So I was just like, I want to make some money online. Then once I did it, I realized, okay, I could actually make real money. And then I set it higher and higher. But right now my goal is to beat last month every month.
Yeah.
And then I think, how can I do that? Because now it's Christmas, January is going to be quieter. So knowing that I want to beat December, I have to list
like a crazy
shit
person.
ton of items. So that's what I'm doing.
And like if I compare it to like my goal setting when we were building DSGenie, right? So before DSGenie, I had no experience building like a subscription-based service, a membership site, software as a service, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? So we had all type of crazy goals. I remember when we first were making the software, I was telling Quincy, this shit is going to work. We're going to charge $500 a month because no one. When I told potential people, I was like, no one is going to pay $500 a month. And then when we planned to get to 100 subscribers, it took way longer than we expected. So it was just about like learning and like pushing through and trying to figure out, right?
Yeah.
So if you guys, again, if you want some sort of direction in setting goals in eBay dropshipping, your first goal is to sell one fucking item.
Yeah.
Right? Sell one profitable item. Don't worry about making $100, $10,000. Sell one item.
Yeah.
After you kind of get an idea how difficult it is to sell that first item, then from that you could kind of extrapolate.
Yeah.
I'm using big words in December. And like make different goals, because it all connects to like, we both have 2 different strategies, right? And if I know it, like for instance with YouTube, when I first started with YouTube, I knew every time I post a video, I would get 1 sign up for DSGenie. Okay. So then I was like, I want to post a video every day. And then I was like, let me try to post 3 videos every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the result that I'm getting is connected to an action.
Yeah.
So like
you have to do the action.
To get the result.
Rather than just saying I want to make 10,000 and having no idea what it entails,
takes,
like to even get.
No clue. Like you don't know like VAs, how much time one person would take.
Yeah.
So a lot of, I mean, the idea of this goal making could apply to anything, but you want to accomplish something first and then base your next goal on that accomplishment so you can even know if it's possible. Like I want to lose 50 pounds I just know that shit is not gonna happen anytime soon because I work too much and I don't worry about my like. I personally don't worry about my health. That good or bad, whatever. I don't think about it. Right? So yeah. So hopefully you guys get some sort of idea.
What are your goals? You haven't said your goals
For eBay?
for like anything.
So
2018. For 2018.
For 2018, I want to make $100,000 in 1 month. I don't. I don't know what month that it's going to be. And okay, so let me kind of talk about it. Right? So when I first started to dropship, I just wanted to make some money. I wanted to be able to pay my bills. I was living in Costa Rica, so my goals were like $3,000.
Yeah.
And then I was like, fuck this. Like, I just drop everything and move to Nicaragua. So then my goals drop down to $1,000. So because I don't need more than $1,000 to live. But when I hit $1,000 so quickly, I was like, let me see if I can make 3,000. So I got to 3,000. I was like, let me see if I can make 5,000.
Yeah.
When I got to 5,000, I was like, let me see if I can make 10,000. But between 5 and 10,000 is where all the problems came in. Walmart started to cancel orders.
Yeah.
Everything, more customer service. Once Walmart cancel orders, you get customer service, all that shit, right?
Yeah.
When I figured that out, so this guy Sean Hearn, hopefully you're looking at this. Sean, I think his last name is Hearn, but his name is Sean. Malhern or something like that. He is the one who helped me solve the problem with the Walmart canceling orders, right? Boom. So that was done. So when that happened, I was like, maybe I can't make $10,000. So when I finally got to 10,000, Quasi and I, before the software shit, Quasi was like, hey, we could sell $1 million a month, hire all these people, blah, blah, blah. 1 month we sold almost 400,000, made close to 40 grand. It was a disaster, right? People are doing it. I'm not saying it's impossible, but because I was scarred, I was like, let me pull back on the eBay stuff. Let me stick to around making $10,000 a month. That will give us the money to build DSGNE, live, and then when that was done, DSGNE is going pretty good. We have a lot of subscribers in US, some in UK, some in Canada, some Australia. I make money, a little bit of money in Amazon. I stopped Shopify. I need to start back. But I'm making money from eBay dropshipping, Amazon dropshipping, DSGNE, YouTube. And I want to do some courses on both, I told you, on both eBay and YouTube.
Yeah.
And we want to launch DSGNE for Amazon.
Okay.
So I've hit the point where, like, I think one of the months we hit like close to $50,000. That's not profit, right? Like our expenses are pretty low. Our expenses might be like $5,000 or $6,000 a month.
Yeah.
But that's why I want to get to 100,000 in 1 month because I'm close enough.
Yeah, that is within reach.
Yeah, that I could kind of see. But my actions on a daily basis over the past 3 weeks do not map to making $100,000.
Okay.
I've been fucking slacking off like a motherfucker. Like, it's a mix between Christmas and I'm an asshole. No excuses. I've been fucking up, right?
My goal for next year for profit was to do 50K for the year. So that's like less than yours for 1 month. But I want to make 50K profit for the year because to me that will be double what I would have made at a job for the year.
Okay. So that's like 4,000. You'll make that.
Yeah.
Unless some
shit. It might be a bit low. Huh? It might be a bit of a low goal.
No,
but I'll make it.
But what is cool about that is that let's say you hit May and you making $5,000 a month.
Yeah.
You would have hit kind of the goal in the sense that you're on pace to make that, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not big on. This is the first time I've made such a big goal that would take me so long to get.
Yeah.
Because it's just like I'm also competing with my friend Alex, but yeah, it's just because like it's kind of in sight.
Yeah.
Because like I had goals of like I want to buy a car and I bought a car, and then I want to buy a house and I bought a house, and then like.
I think it's interesting as well that your things that you want to make more money in aren't eBay dropshipping because I think eBay dropshipping is a good first business to start, and then you've got your 10K a month there, and then you can do other things. Right. Because it might not be the best thing to scale up to a crazy level.
Yeah, I've seen people scale it. I don't like to push limits. Right, and
10K enough is nice. Like,
it's like a solid amount of money in Nicaragua. I can live on $10,000 for a year if I wanted to. Right, like I don't want to.
Yeah.
But But yeah, okay, so hopefully you guys learned something from the video. Subscribe, look in the description for Becky's channel, and ask me some questions. Hopefully I could do some Skype calls tonight, because it's like getting dark and I don't have, this is my first video for today.
Try Paul.
Huh?
Paul.
Fuck, yeah, I'll do that. Love you guys, make that money. Look in the description for the free shit. Later.
Bye.